Here you go, Fernando. You hungry? I know it. Ow. Hi everyone. Today I have a part 2 of my future Bloxburg updates I'd like to see in 2024. This is a shorter list though because I only had 6 things. Number 1, unique and fun interactions with other players in the server. Bloxburg, of course, is a popular game for not just building but for roleplay and maybe gameplay as well. I like to separate into 3 categories. But yeah, usually when we play with other people, we only like talk to them, we give them food, we roleplay, interact, you know, like restaurants, families and all of that. We can carry them and stuff. But it would be so cool if like we could click on another player and there would be like some social interactions like talk, friendly hug, or give high five. They should just turn this into like Sims. They should turn it more into Sims. It would add another gameplay element and it would be good for role plays and also films as well. Cause like if you're filming like a movie or some sort of short film, 2 people talking, and then the animation would be so smooth and stuff, you don't have to like awkwardly stand there. So it would be good for content creators and it would also just be good for role players. Be like yelling at someone, like you could imagine like you could click on someone and then it'd be like angry and you would yell at them or slap. Okay, let's not slap somebody like you're having an argument. I don't know. If you want like some people arguing for a film, sure, why not? That's up to the devs, of course, but just unique interaction. But to add on to that, to make it even more useful, there should be a 5th new mood bar. As you guys know, we have 4 mood bars: fun, energy, hunger, and hygiene. There should be like a once again, it's like Sims. There should be like maybe a social bar or like a communication. There should be a communication mood bar where you have to, you know, fill that bar up just from talking to other people. Maybe there's a feature to turn this off if you don't want to talk to anybody, because I relate. You know, I'm an introvert. I don't want to talk to people. So maybe this could be like a optional thing. And of course, these unique interactions could be like permissions sort of things. So one person can start it, but then the other player has the option to confirm the action or deny it. And also, if you feel like you're going to get annoyed of this, you can, of course, there's an option to turn this feature off. Win-win for everyone, if you think about it. Number 2. Okay, we're going to kind of reference back to number 1, potential for a new mood bar. So of course in Bloxburg, the only moods that kind of matter is energy and hygiene. Of course, low energy, you walk slower, you look like you're dying or something, unless you hide it, of course. With hygiene, you kind of leave a stink trail, and that's everybody stinks in this game. No one knows how to shower. We all know that. But there should be like another mood bar other than the communication bar that I just talked about, like the bladder bar. Another Sims thing, there are 2 things you can do to fill up your hygiene. You take a shower, bath, and also use the toilet. You can brush your teeth, wash your face. There's so many ways to take care of hygiene in this game, but there should be like a separate one for the toilet. Like we could call it the bathroom bar. If you don't take care of that, your character, like, you're going to cause an accident and yeah, your hygiene would go down. So it would affect 2 things. Like it would be a super threat. You'd have to use the toilet to get that bar up. That should be its own separate thing. Like hygiene, yes, shower, brush your teeth, all of that, perfect. The toilet shouldn't be like a hygiene thing. I don't know. Guess it is in a way, sort of, but I definitely think that requires its own separate mood bar just to add more gameplay, because we've had these 4 for a long time and it'd be interesting to see 2 new mood bars. I feel like those are the only 2 other reasonable ones to add. Number 3, world sounds. So Bloxburg is a relatively quiet game. Like we do have footsteps in this game. There are cooking sounds. There are TV sounds and stuff. There are sounds for like a few other objects, but overall this game is quiet. There is no like birds chirping outside unless you have like, you're right next to the bird objects. But there's no like nature sounds. There's no unique footstep sound effects. This is pretty much the default Roblox footstep sound. Like you would hear this for every game, right? But it would be cool to have like unique sound effects for certain materials that you walk on in this game. Like, you know, of course, there's a stone sound, there's a wood floor sound, snow, grass, dirt, and I think many games have that feature. Like they have that, so I don't think it would be like a big issue for Bloxburg to add it themselves. Definitely would be great to have more footstep sounds. It'd be great to have like environment sounds as well. Like you could hear crickets at night when you go outside. You hear like the wind, some wind chills, I guess. You'd hear some birds, just like nature sound effects outside would be cool. Sounds would definitely make the game feel more lively. This game feels like pretty empty and like lifeless without it. It is something we don't really think about, but it does make a big difference, you know, to like when you actually play the game, because it's so quiet. We do have fireplace sounds too. I would love a lot, like some revamped cooking sound effects in this, and maybe some sound effects when you like play the computer, when you're actually like typing and stuff. There's nothing for it. Like it'd be cool to have like a, you know, keyboard sound effects as you're on here. When you're in bed, maybe your character has a chance to snore. You know, when you get in bed, it could be like a raveling of the bed sheet sound effects. Like also, it would be cool to have your character to just toss and turn around while they're sleeping, but you know, maybe that's too complicated of like an animation or something. I don't know. All right, so my number 4 is a build mode thing, and I feel like many people would definitely agree with this, but there should be custom decal like walls, custom decal like flooring. So maybe within build mode, there could be like another category for a decal wall or decal floor, or maybe even put it as a basic shape that is like a decal cube or something. I don't know. It would be great if we didn't have to do like build hacks just to have like a custom decal carpet or like a decal wall texture that we really want that's not in the game. Well, maybe they could just add in a feature where within build mode, it'd be like a decal wall, like you could place it, and then if you have your character go up to that wall, oh gosh, why am I all the way over here? Just like with interacting with a normal decal, you could go up to the wall and click on it and put whatever texture you want. And so it would cover the entire wall. Depending on the decal itself, it would, you know, loop seamlessly. So that'd be cool. Same thing with floors as well. Like there should be customization options because so many textures and materials that I want in Bloxburg that are not in the game. So it would actually save the devs something. Like they wouldn't have to include it themselves. So why not have like an option for, why not build like a decal wall or decal floor for us to click on, you know, ourselves. I'm very grateful for the amount of textures we have in this. I don't know, I just want like more modern wood floor textures in a way. I'm sure many people would rather prefer the custom decal route instead of the devs added in themselves. I don't know. To each their own. Oh, I'm so bad at explaining stuff. I'm sorry. My tongue gets twisted very... You can leave now. Number 5, mini games. Yes. Okay. Now this one was pretty much inspired because from the elf hunt, if you guys remember from the Bloxburg elf hunt, there was an elf that was in the, I think it was in the bathroom of Bloxburger, and if you gave it the wrong food item, it would turn you into a decoration. And that just like, to many people, it kind of like gave us the idea of there should be like a prop hunt minigame within Bloxburg itself, because, you know, when you're in Bloxburg, you work, you build, you role play, those are the main things, but there should be like mini games themselves within Bloxburg to keep players, you know, playing the game and whatnot. And it would just be overall fun. I think that's one of the ways to keep players like stuck on a game, because there's just these fun things you can do within Bloxburg, right? And also another inspiration for this was because with the new Christmas update, you know, with the doll houses, card games, the board games and stuff, and even like the toy racetrack, these items allowed us to actually have more than one person interact with an object. But they should definitely add like tag, prop hunt, Connect 4 would be great. Maybe even add Uno to this game. Maybe some board games as well. Maybe make this board game actually functional rather than just like gameplay, like roleplay wise. You could actually play this minigame, because when they first added these, I thought they were going to be like that, where you could actually like play the games. Yeah, that's my number 5, minigames. Could you imagine you're bored and your friend is also bored? You're like, hey, you want to go play Uno in Bloxburg? More visits, and it keeps the players in the game longer. I don't know. It's number 6, mailing system. I have talked about this before in a previous video, but yes, the mailbox does not really have quite the amount of uses besides build mode, permissions, and family and throw party, but you can already do these things with the bar down here. So like, you know, build mode, permissions and family, and throw party. All of it is already in this UI, so you don't even have to use the mailbox for this, but you know, it's here just in case. I would love to be able to send letters to people that are currently in my server as well. Just like how we have like the gift wrapping station to like wrap up items and give to people. Maybe they could do something like that for the mailbox to give it another use. So you could send someone a letter, or like you wrap up a package and just send it to somebody, you know, just like randomly send people mail and then run away. And they'd be like, oh, thanks. I don't know. There should also be like a mail delivery job too, if they're gonna do something like that. Like a post office up in Bloxburg and have a mail delivery job, like pizza delivery. That would be fun. Pizza delivery competitor, mail delivery. So anyway, guys, that will wrap up today's quick Bloxburg future updates part 2 video. If you guys enjoyed this video, you found it interesting, inspiring, or if you agreed with any of these things, make sure to leave a big old thumbs up and make sure you hit the subscribe button. It is completely free. But thanks for watching. watching, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye! But actually, mini games would be so good. Okay, technically Bloxburg did add a mini game with the Bloxburger job, but that's for a job. But like mini games that don't require jobs, that would be fun.